Yo, what's up, guys? The King of K-pop here. Just want to talk about real quickly some K-pop groups that I think they need to up their game a little bit. It's just a few. It's not really a complete list. It's just stuff I'm just randomly just going off the top of my head. So there are a lot of K-pop groups that I like. There are a lot of new K-pop groups that have come on the scene over the last 2 years that are gaining some major popularity and that are starting to catch up with the more seasoned, established stars. But there are some that I like, but I do think that they kind of need to up their game a little bit. So I'm just going to start with just a few. One of the groups is Kara. I love Kara. Kara, you can't deny will go down in history as one of the biggest K-pop girl groups. However, when you look at the circumstances that they have gone through over just this past year, two of their members leaving, they end up having to replace her with the one new member. I really don't think the other three members are really happy about the acquisition of a new member, because I think they are contractually obligated not to mention how they truly feel, because there have been stuff that both Yuri, Yuri, and I forgot Guhara. Guhara. Where they kind of hinted at some certain things of how they really feel, but yet they wish they could express it to the media, but they can't. So I think DSP Media has them on lockdown where they can't really say how they feel. But despite all these negative things, I do think they need to up their game, considering the circumstances that they've been having to face. I think Kara needs to come out and hit this with a home run whenever they return. Another group I think that needs to up their game, Teen Top. Teen Top are popular. I love Teen Top, and they are popular. But I do think they need to, I don't know, something about them. They need to up their image a little bit. They've kind of had the same, and they're still very young, but they've kind of always had this, high school boy, youthful kind of look since their debut, which goes all the way back to 2009. So it's been about a good 5 years now since they've been out, and they still have had this high school boy image. I think they kind of need to change it up just a little bit. So I think Teen Top need to up their game. Another group that I like that I think needs to up their game is Big Star. Big Star is Brave Brothers, well, this first boy band. I was about to say his only, but he has Electro Boys. Big Star, I think, need to up their game a little bit more. And I really don't blame them per se. It's more so on Brave Brothers. A lot of people say, oh, Brave Brothers, he's busy making music for other artists and stuff like that. I mean, after a while, we know Brave Brothers is a top producer, a top songwriter. That he's written for various artists, and they've been, he's written multiple #1 single hits. I think everyone knows that now. I think now it's time for him to be just a little bit more exclusive with his own artists. More so than just keep giving out. Yes, he's getting money, but at the same token, you're making music for this group or this singer. You're not going to get too much of a piece of the pie just because you don't really claim rights to that artist. You'll get some proceeds off the song that you wrote for that artist, especially if it's a hit. You'll get a good penny, a good pay, but you'll get a much bigger piece of the pie if it's your artist singing your hit song. And so I think he needs to do that with Big Star. And I'd say that any of the songs that Big Star have made have not been great, because I've enjoyed all of the songs from Big Star, from Hot Boy to Think About You to Alone and Run and Run. I think the songs have been good, but I just feel that he needs to do something with Big Star and kind of get them out of this generic kind of image that he has them in. I can't explain it, but I think Big Star need to up their game as well. At first I was gonna say Ailey, but I think Ailey is fine. Ailey has kind of dubbed down a little bit in terms of with the full blown out being in the media's attention, which I think is kind of a good thing when you look at her scandal that happened. But Ailey is still relevant. She's not gone off the map, because I follow Ailey on Instagram, and I follow her in other things. And Ailey Ailey is on like 2 shows. She has her own show called Ailey's Vitamin, which I enjoy. She's also on Law of the Jungle, where they're in New York City. And Ailey has been doing a lot of, you know, have been having like mini concerts and stuff throughout like Asia and Middle Asia and stuff like that. So Ailey's still relevant. She's still doing what she does. So I really wouldn't say she needs to up her game. I just think she's just kind of keeping things kind of quiet for right now until she comes back with the big return. g.na. I think g.na needs to up her game. I love g.na. I love Cube Entertainment, but I think g.na needs to up her game. I don't know what Cube has been doing with g.na over the last few years, but, you know, g.na has just been, she's not who she once was anymore, definitely. The last good song that I liked from g.na was Oops. And I really liked that song because I thought it was kind of, you know, having like, it was about an older woman being attracted to a younger man. I loved that concept. So I think she needs to up her game a little bit. I think Cube kind of needs to stop with these retro cute songs. I don't think it really fits g.na long term, especially when we look at her age on top of that. She's like 30 now. I think they need to go back to the, you know, the black and white or the I'll back off so you can leave kind of like music. That's what g.na really belongs. Or, you know, Bananas, even though that song and video got scrapped because Korea were too sensitive about the lyrics and they thought it was just too sexy and it was just too much for the young innocent eyes of Korea. You know, she needs to start singing songs like that again, and so I don't know, but I think g.na needs to up her game a bit more, and because I love her to death. She's my bias. Let's see if I can think about anybody else right now. I cannot think of any other groups right now or singer I think that needs to up their game right now at the moment. All I can just say is that you know, hope these guys and girls do well. Who do you guys think need to up their game in K-pop just a bit? Even if they're already popular, just kind of push it to the next level a little bit more. These are just a few people on the top of my mind at the last minute I'm thinking about. So you guys give me your thoughts. Comment, subscribe, do yourself a favor, and like this video. Peace.